Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to go explore Main Street in Norman, Oklahoma.
And try a fantastic looking little chocolate shop.
Gonna be tasty. Come on.
So tell us a little bit about this place.
Stash has been here in Norman. Actually, we just turned 13 years. We have many things that in the store is a gift store, and we have all types of things from jewelry to clothing to plants. And we always focus and try to do the most authentic things, right? Like jewelry, all jewelry is Native American made, sterling silver, real stones. We have a lot of pottery that is local made. Like I said, we have a mix of everything, but the majority try to have local made things. Yes, we deal with a lot of local artists. We have a lot of people from Norman. That's one of the things that makes us happy now, because at the beginning it was so hard to have local makers, right? We actually have to push them and tell them, like, do it, make it for us. And now we have a lot. And the few that we know, they knew at the time, they go to Portland, they went to LA, they were living Norman. So that makes us happy that now they're staying here in Oklahoma. Yeah, we have a lot of people from Norman, Oklahoma City, all the surrounding areas, yeah.
Have you had any makers that you started with at the beginning that you still work with?
Yes. Yeah, actually one of our favorites, his name is Dan Harris. He's a potter, and he's been a teacher, a professor, like the community love him. And yeah, he's been since day one.
Which are some of his things?
You can see actually those mugs that are
Okay,
there.
the mugs.
Yeah. That's his. Yeah.
What's the newest thing that's catching people's eye here?
I'm gonna say the last thing for the past year has been the plants.
Okay.
After the pandemic, I think actually it's so funny because I saw this meme where saying, my dog is my kid, my plant is my pet. Right? So that's
You're a pet store.
Exactly. So it become like that now. So the new thing is to have a plant. Every month we host an artist.
Okay.
Yeah, in that mirror room you see that white wall, the museum wall is specifically for the artist of the month. We do a lot of local makers events in our parking lot area. And the summer is the only time that we don't do it because
It's too
So hot outside,
It's too
yeah.
hot. And but yeah, we constantly do events. Before the pandemic, we used to use the plant shop area as an event center too. But then pandemic happened, we couldn't, have people together that much.
Yeah.
And then we decided to transform it into a plant shop area. But we still use our parking lot for events.
Thank you very much
you
for your
so
time.
much.
We really appreciate
A
it.
pleasure. Yes.
What is this? How does this work?
So we are what we're calling a refillery. So the main idea is to be able to come in here and refill your old containers with new, sustainable, like organic, environmentally friendly products that we vet ourselves, and a lot of times make in-house as well. So we have hopefully everything you would need to run a whole house. We're talking like dishwasher soaps, general cleaners, shampoos, conditioners, laundry soap, all that good stuff. And that's just the front half of the store. The back half is all dried goods and kind of pantry items, stuff like that.
Okay.
We make teas as well, so we have all kinds of stuff. So for example, our soaps right here, we make all these in-house with our own proprietary scent blends. For example, this is our signature scent. It's kind of just kind of a clean, fresh scent, but everything is going to be different every time you come in here. Because we make soaps, we sell out of them all the time. But
Yeah.
like, for example, I made these 2 bars recently, but everyone makes their own stuff and it's a different scent every time. But for example, we have body washes, hand soaps. People like Dr. Bronner's, we have big giant jugs of Dr. Bronner's as well. It's a very popular kind of Castile general purpose soap.
Okay.
And then we have shampoos, conditioners, bathroom soaps, countertop cleaners, everything. Everything has some bath soaps. So ideally, like I said, you could run a whole house on everything we have here. Let's just say that I brought this from home, and I'll throw it on the scale. And our system is super easy. You just grab a tag, you put it face down over the camera of the tablet, and you're done. and you fill it up and give it to me at the front, and that's all the weighing that there is.
Oh, that's,
that's
really
cool.
smart.
Yeah. So the tag just stores the value for the weight, tears it out when I scan it. Easy,
And so it's one
easy.
tag per jar.
One tag
or container.
per jar. Obviously, if you have a bunch of them that are the same, lots of people get like a bunch of the same little tiny containers. One tag works for all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the idea. The other thing is if people don't have containers, so lots of people come in and they see something they like and they don't have a container. This bottom shelf of our containers here is all community donated items that we clean and sanitize. You can just use those for free. So.
And if I brought in a container of clean jars, would you guys be interested in them?
Yeah, we do. We've recently had to up our standards for what we accept because people were just we're treating us like a recycling center, which we don't have the capacity for that. So we asked that people like remove the labels from their containers and refrain from anything that's like overly smelly. So like if it's had garlic in it, essentially, maybe we usually can't get the scent out of it. So just kind of like a judgment call on that one, but like if you can get the labels off, that's what really is time consuming for us if we have to do it. Everything else on the shelves here is not going to be by the ounce in general, except for our face wash materials here. All these things are going to be marked per like unit. So we have our like shampoo bars for men. All this is like our little men's section right here. Everything else is kind of teas. Our teas are something else that we make in-house. But usually we're out right now because we do pop-ups at the farmers markets on Saturdays.
That makes
So we
sense.
normally have an extra ice chest here for meats that we get from the local farm that is also run by the same owner of this place. They call it Reed Farm. She does something called regenerative farming. It's an indigenous-based farming method where everything is based on like not damaging the environment and the ecology that you're farming on. It's part of her PhD. She studied in Argentina for like 3 months to figure out how to do it well. Brought it here and she gets.
It's really cool. I didn't know we had anybody doing that locally.
Awesome.
very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank y'all for coming in.
I saw that you guys are a large user of Granny Smith apples. I think it said something like 15% in the state.
That is correct. But yeah, we order a lot of Granny Smith apples. In fact, there's 8 cases back there right now.
Oh, wow.
That they just dropped off this morning.
So you guys must do a lot of candy apples.
A bunch. We, in fact, we just had an order for 300 on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What do people tend to use candy apples for? I mean, I think of them as a seasonal thing.
So possibly in a movie, we did have a pickup for that for a movie. Like we have corporate orders that we do that really they really take off. That's probably what keeps summer, like all the slow seasons in Norman. That's what keeps the summer going, is our corporate orders.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you see as your high seasons, your low seasons?
We have a very, very thick high season. It is from August when the students come back till about mid-May.
Okay.
We are just going until mid-May, like just constantly because it's all these different holidays. For Halloween, we've done cauldron apples. Those sell so well. We've done crow
Believe that.
apples, done owl apples, and they're really cute, like visual, and they just look great on a table, or as a centerpiece, or if you want to cut them up. Heaven forbid you cut them up, but no, you got to eat them eventually. But sometimes they're so pretty you don't want to eat them. If you want to use it as centerpiece, it'll last 10 days before it goes bad. If you cut into it, it'll last 4 hours. We always pull our apples about 3 days ahead of time so that they have a little grace period. And then whatever's left, which is very rare we have, but sometimes we have some leftover apples and we just disperse them like within the town or wherever.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, workers take them home.
You caught my eye because it said chocolate shop. Tell us a little bit about the chocolate side of things.
So we use really good chocolates. Wilbur chocolates for the milk chocolate. Peter's chocolate for the dark chocolate. It's a really fine, it's a higher quality chocolate that you wouldn't normally get. There's no paraffin in it, so it's
And none
the
of the
good stuff.
GBH. It's like actual chocolate.
Yeah, it's actual it's a 10-pound bar We get 50-pound boxes of them, and we bust them up with a big old hammer on in a towel around a hammer, and just and then they go into our tempering machines, and we go from there. We can dip just about anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys do custom work with your chocolates?
We have been known to.
Do you do customs with your candy apples?
Custom, yes, sometimes. Yeah, we take a little pride in them. They're bigger than most of the apples you see, like in a fair or something like that. Or what I've noticed, because sometimes we'll work marketplaces and stuff, and people will sell apples, and I look at them and I'm like, those are puny. Like, ours are pretty good size. You do get your money's worth for sure. Plus, the chocolate's good. It's all fresh ingredients, candies and nuts. And our best seller is the apples, but we dip just about anything in chocolate. We have brownie pops, we have Twinkies, we have oatmeal cream pies, double chocolate chip cookies, and sometimes we even have white macadamia.
Ooh.
Yeah, just when we have them. They sell out really fast.
I could see that.
I'll admit, you had me at brownie pops.
Oh yeah, those are my absolute favorite. Of all things in the shop, that's my favorite. My number 2 is the Samoan apple, which is like the Girl Scout cookie. It's got coconut or toasted coconut crumbs and chocolate chips.
So what is your favorite season to be working at this? October?
October, the entire month. We go all out for Halloween stuff. And like skull candies, and we have Halloween themes on our mystery boxes.
Ooh, you do mystery boxes?
Yes.
You do those year round?
We do those all the time. So for certain times of the year, we will do special ones.
Okay.
Like there's a Harry Potter celebration coming up. I believe it's Harry Potter's birthday.
Okay.
Not sure when, but we will have special boxes. It's a sorting hat box, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Like which place.
Which house you are in.
Yeah. Thank you. Which house you're in.
And so if I were to get a mystery box, what types of things would I get in it?
It varies. So we package a lot of our items that we get shipped in. Sometimes we'll have a tail end of it or like a pack that doesn't quite fit the amount that we need. So we'll just throw that in our little box. We have taffies. We do like smashed lollipop. It's still candy. It may be.
And it's still in the
and
wrapper.
Sometimes if they're smooshed or something like that, or they don't look
Okay.
pretty, or if something popped off of them, then we'll just throw them in there. It's nothing bad. It's just all ugly candy that still tastes delicious. It's like the pieces that are too small to sell.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of that.
So it kind of allows you to make sure that you're more thoroughly using the candies
Yes.
and able to get all of this amazing, delicious stuff
Yeah.
to people who are going to enjoy it,
Yeah.
even if somebody wouldn't necessarily pick it up off the shelf automatically.
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost like a sampling of what we have.
Okay.
It's just like, it's little bits and pieces of what we already have, and we just put it in there as like a little sample box.
And I take it you do other seasonal boxes.
Oh, yeah. We do tons of Christmas, tons of Valentine. Like Valentine's Day is one of the biggest days of the year for us. We do
that.
dipped strawberries.
There was a little bit about the building,
Yes.
and I don't remember much, other than this fact they said that the high ceilings made the chocolate better.
It's easier to control the moisture content because of the high ceilings. It's just more space, less moisture in the high space. It's just so much easier. More time, more production, like space. It's the best. It really is. This has been a good move. since
Where did you guys move from?
Campus Corner.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was before my time, but they were on Campus Corner for about 8 years.
Okay.
So you mentioned that this was a dream job for you.
Kind of was.
How long did you know this was your dream?
As soon as I found out about it, because I talked to one of the chefs that worked originally with Scotty, who helped develop the caramel, and he went on the science part of it, and I was just enthralled because he was explaining how he was making the caramel, and he had brought apples, and I was like, "Where do you work?" He says, "Apple Tree Chocolates." I said, "Chocolates?
Chocolate.
What? This exists?" And so I got to talk to him, and I just kind of knew about the place, but I had a different job at the time, and it just things aligned. They needed help. I came in, gave them my resume, and they liked it, so they hired me.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that makes this place special?
probably the friendliness. We're required to be nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it really, everybody's pretty positive working here. There's not much drama.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and like it's all candy, so people come in a good mood because they're like, it's candy, it's sweets. It's kind of like if you go in for ice cream, pretty similar to that. We weigh out the candy depending on what you get, like very hands-on, very personal, very very person-on-person like. People get a little bit of fuss for a little bit of money, and I think they like that.
It's that almost curated experience.
Yes, it really is, because we hand make a lot of our items. Like we make our Rice Krispie treats in-house, we dip them in-house.
Well, I think we'd like to get some chocolate. Would you like to help us buy some chocolate? What is the Tiger Buddy?
Tiger Buddy is peanut butter and milk chocolate.
Okay.
I will try that.
I am staying away from that.
Oh, that is soft and delightful. I was expecting a bit more of a snap and crunch, but that,
Yeah,
and
it's very
that's
soft.
smooth.
It's the peanut butter, and it makes it really soft.
And the peanut butter flavor is not overwhelming at all. It just smoothly comes together with the chocolate. That's awesome.
We have to be careful because if it's too soft, it doesn't set.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's.
And then you can't pick it up conveniently.
Oh yeah.
I would also be interested in trying the espresso bark.
That one has coffee grounds,
Scotch.
Okay.
chocolate and milk chocolate stripe on top.
I was a bit more of that crunch that I was expecting.
Yeah.
But-
It's kind of like eating an espresso bean, chocolate covered espresso bean.
Yeah. Only so much better than any chocolate covered espresso bean I've had.
That's one of our standard flavors. Our more unique flavor is equality.
Okay.
It's Earl Grey and lavender, so it tastes like a London fog. I don't know if you're familiar with
I'll let you try that.
I will try that
don't
one.
like tea.
yeah, it's different. It's very flowery.
Okay. I mean, get some of that coffee taste out of my mouth real
Coffee
quick.
should be good to cleanse the palate.
Cleansing power, palate, overpowering things,
That expands really nicely.
Doesn't it though?
Oh, that expands nicely.
Yeah, and we got the best Earl Grey we could find.
Okay.
We get it over at Royale. And they're nice. It's really nice and it's crispy. It's like fresh, so it has a nice texture as well as an aromatic quality to it.
That is dangerously good. Okay.
It's a tiny amount, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon.
I believe that
Yeah,
lavender
very
oil can be
tiny.
very punchy.
Yeah, it punches.
I would like to try your butter pecan.
Oh,
You look very happy.
I am very happy. This is amazing. S'more bar?
Oh, that comes out nicely. It's sweet. If you had maple anything but walnut, I'd be into that.
Oh yeah. That's a lot.
I've been to walnuts.
I adore maple.
I
I
would
just
love
don't
to
care
try
walnut. The butter pecan is good. I'm really enjoying it. It's a little bit more, has a little bit more of a crumb texture than
Okay.
some, but it doesn't detract at all.
Thank you.
I'm going to take a bit of yours, even though I don't like walnuts.
Okay. I'm thinking of things to say, I promise, but
I adore maple fudge.
which is good.
That's one of those things I just wish was made without nuts.
Even with the nuts, it's good. Oh man. I'm gonna have to decide what to buy.
One of our employees described the smell as like
Yeah, that is an apt description.
I'm almost tempted
It
by
is
that. May I
soft.
try your mint
it is
chocolate?
smooth.
Okay.
It is just good.
Oh, it is fantastic.
I'm struggling to come up with words that would do it justice because it is.
It's that rich maple flavor
Yeah.
with a smoother.
With a smoother nut background.
Take that as a
They do a
description.
really good job balancing
Thank you
the
so much.
flavors, like to a degree that I am legitimately shocked at. This is amazing. Like I walked in expecting it to be good, but it is tiers above what I expected. Oh man.
We move a lot of fudge.
I'm not
believe it.
surprised. Okay, I am curious about the Snickers fudge. Snickers?
I'll let you have it.
Okay. Thank you. It is very accurate to a Snickers bar, only so much better.
Well, there's no nougat, but yeah, it's.
It is everything a Snickers bar wishes it was.
So have you decided?
On what to get?
Yes.
I have a few ideas. But they're currently in flux because this is really good.